Hey guys, the captain is back. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, and we are brewing on a Wednesday. That is right. Alright, as you can see, we got the Cooper's pre-hop kit. I got this on sale, and so we're trying to get this brew on. Kit is probably past its expiration date a little bit, but I don't mind about that because hey, it's home brewing, and we are going to spruce it up a little bit. So in this bag here, we got 1 pound of Maris Otter, 4 ounces of chocolate, and 4 ounces of roasted barley. So we're going to brew this up. We're using an ounce of Kent Goldings for a 15-minute boil. Water's coming up to temperature. I'm going to mash this out at 155 for an hour. And hey, it's just a simple brew day. Something quick and easy. Not too much involved. Don't got to do the hour boil because of the pre-hop kit. Just going to do, a little bit of hops, a little bit of grains, add some flavor to it. Got the traditional dark malt here to add to the can. And Hugo's going to help me mix this stuff up. And I'll bring you back when we throw the grains in. Alright guys, we're back. Alright, we're sitting at about 160. Alright, so when we put the grains in, obviously the temperature's going to drop, so we're trying to maintain around 155, between 150, to 155. And alright, a bag of grains. Stick these in. Oh, it smells so good. These fresh grains. Give it a mix. Alright. Alright, here we are. Just want to mix all that in. Whoop, I get a little foggy on the camera. Sorry about that. But you get the gist. Make sure there's no clumps. Right, Hugo? Alright, basically we're going to let that sit for about an hour. Cover it up. Come over here, I'm going to grab the lid. Sorry about the one-handed camera action, but it's what we're working with. I'm going to set the timer. For 1 hour. Alright, we'll check back in an hour. So me and you are going to do some housework, right? Going to do our honeydew list. Yes, there's always a honeydew list. I should push it off to him. What do you say, guys? Another thing I want to add, as that's going in the pot, I always stick the Cooper's can in the hot water. Let it, because it comes out like a daggone thick syrup. So if you stick it in some hot water, that should alleviate the problem and let you pour it out nice and easy. Alright, and you never boil these kits for anybody that's going to try one of these. Anybody that's new. I mean, obviously, if you're watching my videos and you're an experienced home brewer, hey, you already know what to do with this. But for those of you that are first time doing this and you're finding my video to maybe give this a whirl, you always want to never boil these kits. Alright, either you stick it at the end of the boil when everything's done and you just got some the hot wort from the grains. You just stick it in there and then mix it in real good, or you just stick this right in the fermenter. Like that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this right in the fermenter. Maybe take some of the wort from the pot, rinse out the can, and then that's it. You give it a mix inside the fermenter. You add your the rest of the wort to it, and you're good to go. So that's what you want to do. A little food for thought. One other thing, Hugo just reminded me. while making a home brew, it's recommended to have a home brew. And as you see there, what we have in there is our home brewed Applejack. Yes. So I am having a homebrew Hugo to go with the brew day. Yes, I am. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, just look at that color. Nice and dark, beautiful. Look at that. Alright, so the hour mash is done. Alright, so we're going to pull this, oh geez. I got the little mate over there in the background jibber-jabbering away. But we're going to pull this grain bag out, and we're going to run some hot water. I have a boiled kettle over here. I'm going to run some water, fresh, hot water, about 170 degrees through the grains. Wash out any more of this goodness out of them. And we're going to bring this up to the boil. Okay, as you see, got the grains in here, draining. Next step, hot holder here because this kettle's hot. Rinse them out. Okay, just let that sit, let that drain. Once that's done draining, we're going to start the boil, get it up to a boil, and then add our hops and our other ingredients. We got some Irish moss we're going to add and some yeast nutrient. So once that's done, it gets this up to the boil. I'll show you the hop drop and the other stuff we add. We're going to boil that for the last 15, flame out. I'm going to show you how we do it here and how we cool it down. Okay, next step is to, I'm going to get this up to the boil. Got the flame off right now, but I'm going to add the dry malt extract. You want to add this now before the boil. You don't want to have this boiling and then adding it because it'll stick to the bottom. So you add it now. Try not to let the steam get up in the bag because this stuff gets sticky real quick. A little hard to work with. Just got to keep mixing. Try to get it mixed all in. You got some clumpings in there. It's going to happen. Alright. And then you got to watch it. You got to maintain, you got to get this up to the boil, but you got to really, really watch it. Not too bad. We got most of it out. Just a little bit of, a couple little things here on the end of the bag where the steam hit it. That's the thing. I mean, the steam gets all the way up in this bag. It's going to mess you all up. Yeah, Captain Bailey's cooking his beer. That's what you smell. Alright, so, like I said, so we're going to turn the heat on now. That we got that in there. Get this up to the boil. Alright, you get this up to the boil. Try to get all the clumps. There's still some clumpings in here. Try to just break them up. Keep mixing, keep stirring. Break them all up. Get a nice good mix and stir. Keep stirring it. Then you got to get up to the boil, but you got to watch it now. I might even put the lid on to try and get the boil up a little bit quick. But you got to watch it, because if you don't, this thing's going to boil over. You're going to get what's called the hot break. Alright, this is going to come right up. So, just keep an eye on it. You don't want to leave go in, anything happens at this stage, you really don't want to go anywhere right yet. Get it up to the boil. Make sure that it doesn't overflow. You might have to take it off the heat, rock it a little bit. Maybe take some spray the bubbles down. Of course, this is a bottle of sanitizer, Star San. And then once we get up to the boil, like I said, then you add your hops. And I'll show you that when we come back. We're just going to keep mixing here for a little bit. Get her up to the boil. Okay, here we go. As you see, we got the boil. And our hops. 1 ounce of UK Goldings. Going to do a teaspoon of Irish moss. Alright. And 5 teaspoons of yeast nutrient. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put the timer on. 15 minutes. Beer. Oh, I can't wait to be tasting this. Captain loves his dark beers, that's for sure. I'm a porter and a stout man. Best beers I've made have been porters and stouts. To my, in the homebrew, adventures that I've done, I tend to like the darker beers, and there's a little more complexity, a little more flavor for me. Between the 3 beers I do, my stout, this one's going to be called Queen Anne's Revenge. That's the name of this beer. And another beer that I do, which is a wheat beer. I may do a Homebrew Wednesday tasting of that. I have a couple bottles that have been sitting on the shelf for a while. I gotta wait till the wife can start drinking again, and we're going to do a taste test with her and see what she thinks, because I had 2 different batches of that beer that I did. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we'll bring you back after the boil, and we'll show you how we're going to cool it down. Okay, with 5 minutes on the boil, we emptied our can in our fermenter. I'll take you guys over there and show you that. Alright, sorry about this shaky camera. Our can is empty, not too shabby. Got as much as I could get out. Rinse the can. Alright, 4 minutes on the boil. And there it is, black as anything. I poured it in the fermenter. We're going to add the hot wort to this once it's cooled down to where I want it to be cooled down. Alright guys, here we are. It's at the end of the boil. I threw it in a sink full of cold water. What I'm going to do is keep changing this water out. I also added some ice bricks that I froze up from some boiled water. And we're going to get this temperature down underneath 100 degrees as quickly as we can, so we can add it to our fermenter and get this get the yeast going. We're going to get the yeast going, and then we're going to pitch the yeast when this is done. Alright, I'll bring you back when we're ready to do that. Alright guys, we're back. We're ready to just about ready to pitch the yeast. And we're sitting at 10:57. Yeah. That's the original gravity reading. 10:57. Alright, we're back. We got 5 gallons of wort here ready to go. What we're going to do is we're going to take my drill. I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. I'm going to aerate it. Alright, this has all been sanitized. You just stick this in here, get it going real good for about 5 minutes, get the bubbles real good, because you want air in this when you pitch your yeast. Alright, the yeast is over there proofing. That's getting, rehydrating the yeast. And I'll bring you back when I'm done my 5 minutes of getting this all aerated, and we're going to pitch the yeast. Alright guys, as you can see, our yeast is ready to go. I'm going to stick it on in. Try to get all as much as you can get in. Just gonna leave it on top like that. I'm not even gonna stir it in. Put the lid on. Brew day is done for the captain and Hugo. Alright guys, it's the end of the brew day, so I hope you enjoyed the video and that footage of me and Hugo making some beer. So I'll be ready in about 4 weeks. Alright, 2 weeks to ferment, and then we're going to bottle it, and another 2 weeks in the bottles for it to carb up. And then we'll have 2 different types of batches of beer we're going to have to try. We got the pumpkin, that'll be ready soon. So we're going to do a taste test on the pumpkin, and then following that we'll do a taste test of the stout. So other than that, pretty cloudy again. This weather's just crazy. I think all fall we're going to just get nothing but rain. That's what it's been doing. We got that hurricane coming up the coast. Maybe it'll just hopefully go out to sea and we won't do anything here. But I'm going to enjoy my pipe before it does start pouring rain. And see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. See what me and Hugo are getting into. What brew adventures. Also in the comments, if you want to see us make a particular type of beer. I'm not sure what I want to do next, but I have a few ideas what my next brew is going to be. But if you want to comment, leave us a comment, and we'll get back to you. See you on the next one. Alright. See ya.